I am live on YouTube because I saw the Royal Rumble where we saw Bobby Roode and Chad Gable retain their tag team titles against the Authors of Pain. Shinsuke Nakamura regained the United States title against Rusev. Buddy Murphy retained his Cruiserweight title against Akira Tozawa, Hito Atami, and Kalisto. And Asuka retained her women's title against Becky Lynch. The Miz and Shane McMahon won the tag team titles. Ronda Rousey retained her women's title against Sasha Banks. And Becky Lynch won by last eliminating Charlotte, which was when she went in Lana's spot because Lana had been beaten down by Nia Jax. And Daniel Bryan retained the WWE Championship against AJ Styles. Brock Lesnar retained the Universal title against Finn Balor. And Seth Rollins won by last eliminating Braun Strowman. But what I think should have happened was that that match didn't really matter. The WWE title match, it did not really matter because it's a match that happened all of last fall, and it continued to this year. But the only difference is that this time Eric Rowan interfered in the match, and it looks like Daniel Bryan has aligned himself with Eric Rowan for that to be his bodyguard. And that match sucked and it went for too long and the crowd wasn't even in it. And the Universal title match, it was good, but what the fans would have wanted was for somehow for Brock Lesnar to lose the Universal title against Finn Balor with the entire Raw locker room costing Brock Lesnar the title. That's one of the things that sucked is that Brock Lesnar still Universal Champion. I mean, I am a fan of his, but he's a part-timer and that title has to come back to Monday Night Raw. And then we saw the men's Royal Rumble in which Nia Jax beat down R-Truth to go in his spot in number 30, only to get eliminated. And Seth Rollins won by last eliminating Braun Strowman. So now we have an idea of what's to come to at WrestleMania. But we don't know. But we know that more than likely Brock Lesnar is going to retain the Universal title against Seth Rollins and continue to reign as champion till God knows when. But I will see what happens. But I do look forward to what comes next, to what's coming next with Monday Night Raw tomorrow night, SmackDown on Tuesday, and NXT on Wednesday. But I am looking forward to the next pay-per-view Elimination Chamber. And then we'll have more of an idea of what's to come at WrestleMania. And we'll see what happens as the spring goes by for WrestleMania, because the spring's approaching. And then we'll see what happens. And then we'll know what's to come in the year after the shakeup and everything that's approaching right now during WrestleMania season and at WrestleMania and after WrestleMania. And I think that the major thing that does have to happen is Brock Lesnar lose the Universal title somehow, so that the title can be back on Monday Night Raw and not just appear occasionally. That's the one major thing that has to happen for this year, so that the Raw ratings could go up, and so that WWE doesn't lose superstars to All Elite Wrestling and the Indies, because that's one of the things that looks that it's about to happen. That's one of the things that looks like could happen if superstars that have earned the push have not gotten it. But we'll see what happens in the coming months.